Here comes the Omeo rider. So what are you gonna do right now?
We are gonna challenge myself and hit some hills and things and rocky things and things that I haven't done before, so it'll be fun.
All right, adventure awaits.
Yes, it does.
Okay, this is going to be the first time out taking the Omeo on some mountain bike trails that were designed for mountain biking, so they're pretty rocky, narrow, rooty. Normally places that probably wouldn't work for the Omeo, but we've been working on the trails, trying to widen them in places and making some adjustments and reroutes, and this will be the first try on the single track on the Omeo. Let's see how it works. Wish me luck. Legs up. Seat control. And here we go. Going down.
Whoa, that looks scary.
Yeah, it's pretty bumpy.
Well, you got past the rocks.
Oop.
Now comes the interesting part.
The interesting part here, here's a steep hill, a little short steep hill. Oh, a little off camber. And up. Yeah! Woohoo!
You did it!
Yeah.
Heading back down for round 2.
There we go. Just requires a little more speed. Oh, lean in.
Rock!
Oh, whoa, don't hit the camera.
On the rock.
Another area we flattened out. And we removed a couple of rocks here, which probably could have smashed a battery. This trail is Headless Buddha, so called because we found this little statue with no head. And I think it was Rico thought it looks like a little Buddha, so we call it Buddha. It's actually like I looked it up on Google. I was actually able to find a intact cement sculpture. It's a little boy holding a bunny rabbit, but it's so old and worn we couldn't tell if it was a rabbit or a frog, but it's cool. So we always put things by the trail that we find when we're building trails. There's Headless Buddha. See? Yeah. And we widened this section out. It was pretty narrow before. Here we go.
Woohoo! You thought that was gonna be tough?
Oh yeah! I thought it would be too steep.
Well, you got
This new trail was built yesterday, and it's a bypass to go around that Moscato. That's what we call it because it was mossy, and I think Josh came up with a Moscato because it's a mossy trail. Anyway, it's a real tight single track that kind of bench cuts, and it's pretty narrow, so I wouldn't be able to do it. And then there's a log pile down at the bottom, so we made this reroute And this bypasses that narrow stuff, and finished it up yesterday, and it's pretty sweet. This is actually the hardest part right here when you're coming up and around. It's a little off camber, so you're kind of coming up, and you kind of have to lean into the hill, to the top of the hill, and the off camberness is kind of pushing you down, so it's a little tricky coming up, but it's not too bad. We can always smooth that out a little bit, kind of move some dirt and level it out if need be.
Starting Wholesome Barbie.
Wholesome Barbie. It's named Wholesome Barbie because of that. We found that big bread pan there, and it says Wholesome on it. And up here is a roll of barbed wire in the woods right over there. So, and hence Wholesome Barbie. And it's a little off camber here, so it should be interesting. And woo! Up to Rico's sweet bench cut, nice and level, and up and off camber. Here we go. This will be somewhat tricky. Oh. Hey, hey! Wow! It didn't even growl at me.
Yeah, you got your little bypass up here? Yeah. Let's check out the Aspen Pass bypass.
Cut through here, so this goes to Aspen Pass, which is a little uphill that goes up the top where there's, I think, 5 aspen trees kind of in a little cluster, so we called it Aspen Pass. And this is an old ski trail that the neighbor built. We opened it up and turned it into Aspen Pass. Now we haven't got a way around yet. It kind of a sharp corner off camber. Oh yeah, that works. And I don't think I can fit between these aspens here. Nope, 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 not gonna happen. So we were gonna either do a reroute, cut around there. Okay, we're gonna do a little quick bypass through Aspen Pass here. Rico cleared some shrubs and look at the bones.
Nice. You gotta have something to work on. All right. Here's the bypass. You there? Woo! Got his Omeo gloves on. They blend right in.
Yeah, I saw these fox orange gloves. Oh man.
The penis tree. Oh! Oh, there you go. And then pivot. Try and pivot. Whoa! You got it. Crash. Oh man. He's got a switchback coming. Whoa!
Yeah, this goes through a lot of things I didn't know would be possible.
You happy with it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
But you got that root there in a bad spot.
Hopefully the root doesn't. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Here's where I think you might get stuck.
It's kind of spin. I might come back and level that out a little bit.
Woo.
In the rock garden, we created 3 separate lines. There's a wide, fast berm line. This is a downhill section, and there's a fast, big berm you can take, and then it kind of swoops and then kind of cuts over and goes through a little rock garden. We're going to build, it's not done yet, a jump line in the middle, make a little tabletop jump. And to the far left is a armored rock section, which we built. Originally, I made it just for a little challenge to ride the mountain bike on, and it was only, maybe a foot and a half wide. But we made it, I think, over 40 inches wide, so that the Omeo can ride on it. So that'll be the new Omeo line to the left. Here we go. First time through the armored rock garden, Omeo Expressway. That's a little bumpy, but really cool.
I gotta go back and see how it goes the other way.
Okay, we'll check it the other direction.
For comparison, this is Craig riding through the rock garden on his 60th birthday ride, where he rode continuously for 60 minutes. As you can see, it's pretty narrow, and the trail was a lot different.
Defy limits.
I didn't die and I didn't break it. Mike's fine then?
So ended the Omeo's maiden voyage on the trails. It made it through like a champ, and Craig did a great job figuring things out. Keep checking back as we continue to make more improvements on the trails, giving Craig's Omeo access to many more areas. I think you'll enjoy them.